The Intricate Lives of Brenda and Mark in Meadowlands, a story of forbidden connections and unspoken desires. In the quiet, suburban neighborhood of Meadowlands, life appears orderly and predictable until a fleeting connection between two unlikely people threatens to unravel this facade. Brenda, a resilient single mother, is navigating a new chapter in her life, moving to this town for a fresh start after a troubled past. But one evening, something unexpected happens. As she changes in her bedroom, she senses someone's eyes on her. Peering through her window, she finds her young neighbor, Mark, watching her, his gaze a mix of fascination and innocence. Shocked, Brenda pulls the blinds quickly, but her mind races with questions. Who is this young man, and why is he watching her? Unable to shake the encounter, Brenda is left wondering if there's more to Mark's curiosity. She tries to dismiss the moment as a misunderstanding, but each evening, she finds herself glancing out her window, almost expecting to see him there again. Before long, their paths cross, and this time, Brenda doesn't close her blinds. A silent exchange takes place between them, a moment charged with tension as she allows herself, almost unconsciously, to expose a more vulnerable side. Mark, caught between shock and intrigue, can't look away. Their interaction stirs something within Brenda that she hasn't felt in years, a thrill, a touch of daring, and the faint echo of her youth. For Mark, however, the feeling is both confusing and thrilling, a boundary between curiosity and admiration that he's unsure how to navigate. Despite the unspoken pull between them, Brenda struggles with the appropriateness of these feelings, aware that she's treading dangerous ground. While Brenda is caught in this silent web with Mark, her teenage daughter, Jezebel, is oblivious to her mother's inner turmoil. Jezebel has her own budding interest in Mark, an innocent crush that makes her seek his approval and attention. She starts visiting him, finding excuses to spend time with him and hoping to win his favor by asking for fashion advice for the upcoming town fair. But Mark's distracted demeanor and distant attitude leave her feeling hurt and dejected, sparking a conflict she brings home to her mother. Seeing her daughter in pain, Brenda feels the tug of protective instinct. She marches over to Mark's house, prepared to confront him for breaking Jezebel's heart. But as she stands face to face with him, she is struck by the vulnerability in his eyes. Her anger softens, giving way to empathy, and she begins to see Mark not just as a curious onlooker but as someone searching for connection, just like herself. In a moment that surprises them both, Mark leans in and kisses her, a bold move that stirs feelings Brenda thought she'd buried long ago. She pulls away, cautioning him that they can't let this continue, but the lines between them have already blurred. From this point forward, Brenda finds herself in an emotional labyrinth, drawn to Mark but equally conflicted. Each time their eyes meet across the window, the tension between them grows, adding to her inner turmoil. Meanwhile, Jezebel's frustration mounts as she perceives Mark's continued disinterest in her. Her teenage mind races with assumptions, wondering if he has someone else in his life. The situation escalates when Mark's father, suspicious of his son's frequent visits to Brenda's house, confronts her. He mistakenly believes Mark is pursuing Jezebel, and Brenda, blindsided by his accusations, is forced to reckon with the reality of her connection with Mark. She begins to realize that the complications surrounding them are too great, that their clandestine bond is like a spark poised to ignite a fire. Troubled, Brenda reflects on her past, understanding that her pattern of choosing unhealthy relationships has followed her into Meadowlands. She decides to meet with Mark one last time, sharing with him her painful history of failed relationships, the scars of betrayal, and the reasons for her guarded heart. She opens up in a way she hasn't with anyone, revealing her low self-esteem, her fear of being used, and the toll these experiences have taken on her. This honesty creates a rare moment of vulnerability and intimacy between them, yet it also underscores the emotional chasm they can't cross. Their relationship hits a breaking point when Jezebel finally discovers the truth, piecing together the signs of her mother's secret connection with Mark. Feeling betrayed, Jezebel confronts Brenda with a heart-wrenching ultimatum: choose between her daughter or a fleeting romance with a young man barely out of adolescence. For Brenda, the choice is agonizing but clear. She can't sacrifice her relationship with her daughter for a love that was never meant to last. She bids a reluctant farewell to Mark, understanding that, despite her feelings, their relationship is bound to bring nothing but pain. After ending things with Mark, Brenda faces the challenge of rebuilding herself. She seeks solace in her own company, learning to find happiness within rather than relying on others to validate her worth. For the first time, she confronts her fears, realizing that self-worth and inner peace must come from within. She resolves to focus on her own happiness and to become a stronger role model for Jezebel, showing her daughter that fulfillment comes from self-acceptance, not from the fleeting approval of others. As the story concludes, Brenda and Mark are left changed by their experiences, each facing the complex reality of their emotions. Brenda's journey becomes one of self-discovery, teaching her the importance of valuing herself and setting boundaries. For Mark, this chapter serves as a reminder of the emotional turbulence that often accompanies forbidden connections. Their relationship, though brief, leaves a lasting impact on both of them, underscoring the delicate balance between desire and consequence. In the end, Meadowlands has given Brenda a profound lesson about the complexities of human connections, the risks of crossing boundaries, and the necessity of self-respect. Her story is a bittersweet reminder of the tangled web that relationships can weave, offering viewers a glimpse into the turbulent emotions that often go unspoken. If this story of passion, regret, and self-reflection resonates with you, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. By hitting the notification bell, you'll stay updated on more captivating tales from the world of film and television. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to sharing even more stories with you soon.